Hey there, and welcome to another Tuesday Night Watch Talk. I am Bobby Legs. How are you all this evening? Thank you for joining us. I am joined by my buddy 911 Dan. Hey Dan, what's going on, man? How are you?
Doing all right.
Yeah. Got an unboxing
Oh
today.
yeah, this came in the mail today.
Bam.
Yeah, ceramic Bell and Ross
Yeah,
square on a rubber strap.
yeah. Awesome. Congratulations. So, initial feelings about it?
It's a little heavy and it wears kind of funny. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not blown away.
Okay. So, what So it feels heavy on the top of your wrist?
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind of. It feels floppy, even though it's pretty thin.
yeah,
Like you can see, it's pretty thin.
yeah, sure.
Um, it's I don't know. Like I weighed it. It weighs exactly the same as my turtle by 1 gram. The turtle's 1 gram heavier, and the
Huh.
turtle wears better.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus that Bellerosse is ceramic too, right? So it should be a little lighter, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah. Do you think maybe a strap change
I
would help
tried a
that?
NATO and I just hated how it looked, so I didn't
Yeah.
even
Okay.
bother.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll grow on you a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I think it's aesthetically it looks cool.
I'm
Okay.
gonna sleep on it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sleep
Okay.
on it.
Okay. You got a pretty decent deal on it, right? I mean, so I think you could probably
Well, they got a
be.
good return policy, so
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's a used watch already, so they can't be like, "Well, you wore it." Well, it's a used watch, so I mean, like,
Right. Yeah. Okay. Uh, do you want to now? We probably shouldn't mention where you got it yet. Okay. Um, hey, Chaz, how you doing, bud?
What's up?
What's going on with you?
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, man. Great to see you. What do you got on wrist?
Well, this is a
Oh,
ceramic watch. It's not
I love that
the
watch, man.
Speedy Tuesday, uh,
Yeah,
the Paul side of the moon. So yeah,
that is brilliant, man. Congratulations.
I, I haven't weighed it, but it is pretty light.
Yeah.
yeah, that one's light.
And
I've tried it on. It's light.
yeah, it's. I think a lot of that. I was talking to Dan about this, and I think a lot of that is the shape of that watch. Uh, by virtue of it being so flat, I think it has something
Yeah,
to the way the. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but I think it has something to do with the way the weight's distributed. I
right.
mean,
I, I think
I'm
there
no
might be some truth to
physicist,
that.
but just my
Well, you know what it is
speculation.
when it's flat, you have a lot of contact area with the wrist, so it distributes the weight more, which you would think is good, but then the sliding friction is reduced. Whereas, like on the turtle, you have that wave, so you have that
Hmm.
hot spot. So the sliding friction is very high, so the watch doesn't move around a lot. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
That makes
that sounds
sense.
good. No,
Yeah.
that sounds good to me. Awesome. I am wearing something that I got in recently, and that is the Seiko SBDC 105.
Oh yeah.
Very cool watch, right? Amin from Amin Reviews used to have not this particular watch, but this model, and I always thought it looked great on him, and uh, and I don't have the Black Bay 58 anymore, so I don't have that watch with the gilt hands and that vintage kind of look. And I saw this on Sakura's website, and so if you guys haven't been to sakurawatches.com, it is in it's a Japanese-based online watch retailer, and they've been having great deals. They've been having great deals for the last couple weeks, and so I was able to pick up this watch for a little over $700 with shipping. It was definitely under 800. So and it retails for I think 900. If you go to Nomon, it's like $950. So a lot of great deals there. And there's a couple other things that are one thing that I picked up is I picked up another. So like I've been going a little bit crazy, but anyway, maybe we should say hello to the chat first, and then Dan. I think we've had me and you have had an interesting week or two with watch purchases, and we should probably share what's going on. But let's say hello to the chat and Bill K. Bill K is here. It's really rationalization, a unique kind of anti-logic required. So the theme of tonight is like the things that we tell each other or ourselves about when we're about to buy a watch or not to buy a watch, and we'll get into that. Thank you, Brian Show and Tell is here. How you doing? It depends. If you have standards like watch performing metrics, okay. We'll get back to some of these comments. Hey Neff, how you doing? What's going on? Just make sure no one see the show. Right, for sure. Hey Peter C, what's going on? Joey B, what's up? Steve is here. How you doing, Steve? Hey Brownie, what's up? Deech is go Celtics. Here. Okay. Hey Wilson, how you doing? Um, James, what is up? How you doing? Love the topic. Okay, James, we'll definitely love to hear what you have to say about this. The Big Wrist, what's up, man? He's here. Awesome. Joey B's wearing the blue Pelagos, and this is around the time where I asked you guys, let me know what you're wearing on the wrist. Thank you for reminding me, Joey. Justin, strapped in. Yeah. Ready to hear excuses? Okay. BJ's here. Hello, what's up, man? How you doing? Marceau, what's going on? Hey, Peter C is wearing the Satori Billard 04, the SP04. Excellent watch. Sam is here from all the way from Australia. What is up? What is up? Good morning. It's morning time there. Meznine's here. Oh, would you stop that, Dan? Okay. Let's see here. Hey, Tennessee Mike is here. Hey, man, good to see you. Kevin S is here. Pale Horse is here. BB, what's going on? Your watch is on the way. Hopefully, you'll be getting it soon. Caliber is here. What is up? Hey, Nerio, how you doing? Ken Spear checking in from Pittsburgh. Okay, oil money here. Okay, here we go. Hey guys, urgent device required. I keep reaching for the DSSD instead of my day date, and it's causing tension in the house. Thinking of selling it and getting 3 Seikos. Thoughts?
Do it. Do it.
Bobby Legs, there's a UFO outside your window. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. Right there. There it is. James is I'm a habitual impulse buyer, so there's not a lot of logic here. Oh
I feel
yeah.
you, James.
Oh, I feel you too. Hey, Rob's here, Mountain Standard Time. What's going on? Uh, let's scroll down. I went backwards here a little bit, but now I'll go forwards again and see if I can see any names. Did you have to pay a duty tax on the score? So no, but the watch was under $800, so I don't know. I don't know if it was more or if it that I would have to pay the duty tax or it was luck. I got lucky, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the limits are in for Japan. So I guess
I
I
think
guess you
you
kind of
might.
roll the dice.
I think you were just under the limit.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Yeah. Um, hey, Scatterbrain is here. And there's been a lot of jumping on my stream right here. Sam, I'm definitely on the spectrum when it comes to watch purchasing decisions. The theme is Wolfgang Calculus. This is the kind of show where we need live Wolfie in,
I
because
wish we could. I wish we could pipe him in here
yeah,
for
yeah,
this one.
yeah, and I'm sure he'll put some comments in because usually he'll watch it like when we're all sleeping, and he'll put in the comments in the morning. But man, I wish he could be here for this one. Um, I feel tension in how someone sent me a link to Sakura. Uh, Hey, BB saying, in tribute to winning the Seiko, I will change my name to I Love Bobby Legs. That's great, man.
Cool
Neff is
move.
wearing Aquas and BB 36 tonight, getting them wound up. Okay. Character wearing the Aquastar Deep Star, too. Very
Nice.
cool
What
watch.
color? What
What
color?
color, KR? Let us know. Uh, Date just tonight for Steve.
All right.
What else? What else does he have in there? Wearing my
Mm.
MTG. Just got home from the gym, says Marcel. Great watch, by the way. Um, Tennessee Mike, hardest working guy in the Random Runner Disco, for sure. Tennessee Mike does a lot of behind the scenes kind of stuff over there and helping out Rob. So much
One of the good
appreciated.
guys, man.
Yep.
Tennessee Mike's a great guy.
Yep. Um, let's see. Almost done with the list here. Yep. I think 800 is the magic number. Duty free limit is 800. Yeah. Blue on the Deep Star.
Nice.
Yeah, Sakura does always seem to have good prices, especially lately. I mean, their prices are like when you compare it to some of the other Japanese online retailers, retailers, and they're like hundreds of dollars lower than like the next guy for sure. So I don't know what's going on over there, but take advantage while you can for sure. Sakura sounds like it's a
Does
mid-tier. Yeah,
does Sakura charge you shipping?
they do, they do.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not much. I
It's
mean,
like
like,
$30 or something.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, James is still wearing his Orient Star GMT, a Rolex homage. Hey, Easy Clayton, wearing the Ultraman tonight.
Mm,
Awesome,
that's a
good
good
to know.
watch.
Yeah. Thoughts on the Zenith Skyline? Thinking about pulling the trigger. Someone tell me not to, please. LOL. Well, Anish, my buddy, um, if you're
You're in the wrong
already,
place for that.
yeah. See, we can go two ways over here, right? First of all, we're like, okay, you're already asking people to tell you not to. So you probably are having some second thoughts. But you came to a place where we're all going to tell you to do it. Anyway,
Yep.
look, it's not my favorite. The skyline, it's that little small seconds hand going. What is it, like a tenth of a second or eighth of a second? I don't know.
Tenth of a second. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not necessarily for me. But I would actually go, and I think they discontinued the Defy, the three-hander, the blue with the titanium, right? The one that Joey used to have. Did they
This
discontinue
year's the
that?
last year.
This year's the
This year's
last
the
year.
last year. So you can
I, w-
still
I
go.
would I would go with one of those or find one
Yeah.
pre-owned for sure. That's
That would
just a
that would
matter of
be
me.
my. I agree with you, Bobby.
Yeah. Um, BB wearing the Speedy 1861 on wrist. Bobby. Jim T's wearing the Yacht Master tonight, fellas.
Mm,
Anyone rocking the Mad One? Well, I saw Watch Chris. He got his today or
Yep.
yesterday. Uh, Colin, Colin got his. He
Yep.
posted up and very, very cool. Thick.
Yep.
Did you see how
Yep.
thick that was? That's a thick watch, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's definitely not an everyday kind of watch, but
Yeah.
it's freaking cool.
that's crazy.
That's the one you wear to the watch meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. Yeah. Um, let's see here. Yeah, Clayton agrees with us. Go with the outgoing Defy. It's titanium, and the Skyline is stainless. That's right. The Skyline is stainless. I forgot about that too. Um, Gerald, he's wearing the Longines HydroQuest Gray. Oh, let's see what Scatterbrain says. I found out from a jeweler that he could fit a 22 mil leather band on a 20 mil lug with a few snips of the corner. I'll keep it that way from now on. Looks great that way. Okay, cool.
On which watch?
Yeah, which watch, Scatterbrain? I think we may have missed. This might be you might be having a conversation with somebody else, but just let us know anyway. Def, you can also put the Mad One on top of your police cruiser to chase the bad guys. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You got to get both though, because you need the red and the blue.
Yeah, but the blue one's gonna cost you a pretty penny, right?
But if
We
you
were
want
talking
the
about this
police
all this.
lights, you need red
Yeah,
and
oh,
blue.
of course. Yeah, of course. There's gonna be an expensive set of lights for that. Um, So Dan, and Chaz, you may have to, we may have to bring you in for like kind of like a therapy session here. But Dan and I mean, uh, probably, well, I mean, I don't know, after the events in the last like minute or two before the stream started, uh, uh, Dan and Dan, you've gone kind of like in a little spree, but in all fairness, you go, you're methodic. You're methodical with your selections, and you'll take your time. You don't pressure yourself in that kind of way, right? You're surrounded by a lot of people in this hobby who are constantly buying and flipping watches, and
I don't know what
and
you. I don't know
but
what
you
you.
bought four
What are you
in the
talking
last.
about?
Yeah.
I
But
don't know what
but
you're talking about.
but I don't want to give people the impression on the chat who don't know you that you're just like constantly buying watches. No,
Nah.
Dan is not like that. Dan takes his time, and Dan will go months and months and months without picking up a watch for sure.
Yep.
This just happened to be a confluence of events that made things possible and appealing to you almost all at the same time, and that's what happened here. So is that accurate? What I just said? Like, did
Yeah.
it just like happen? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
If I don't get anything for the rest of the year, I'll be fine.
yeah, yeah. So you a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, you get the Bulgari.
Yeah.
Then what was next?
Then was the Citizen.
The Citizen, yeah. Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
interesting,
funky 12
cool
sided.
watch for sure.
Yeah. The
And then you picked
Pelagos.
up the Pelagos, which was a rebuy for you.
Yes. And then today was the Bell& Ross.
Now, if you notice a theme in these watches, you'll see titanium and ceramic. Um, Dan is a huge titanium fan, and you're
Yes.
dabbling in ceramic now.
My first. The
Yeah,
Bell& Ross is my first. Yeah.
yeah. And so, set aside whatever you're feeling about the Bell& Ross now. It's new. Are you content with these last 3 to 4 purchases? Like, are these like watches? Well, I mean, I know you love the Pelagos, right?
Hmm.
And you love the Bulgari. So, like, I mean, if the other two kind of like don't meet your standards, would you still count it as a win, right? In these last week and a half, right? Because you got the Bulgari and you got the.
So the turtle is a win just
Oh, that's
because
right.
of
You
the
got the turtle
strap.
too. I forgot about
The,
that.
the strap makes it
Yeah.
everything. Like, what's focusing on? There we go.
There you go.
The strap makes it really because it's curved. It's pre-curved. So like even if you know
Yeah. Yeah.
makes it really comfortable. Um, yeah, this one's staying in the collection. I see no reason to. This is because this was my first rebuy.
Hmm.
I see no reason to let it go. If I would have gotten this strap the first time around, it probably wouldn't have let it go. Actually, no, that's not true because that one was really fast, so that bothered me. Um, the Bell& Ross that I got today, I'm kind of on the fence because it
Hmm.
it wears funny. It's like I said that it feels heavy even though it's the same weight as the turtle. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, and then the Citizen I like, but it has a mineral glass and
Mm.
the clarity is not as good and the AR is not as good. But otherwise, the rest of the watch is great. I mean, it's super light. I think just the head was like 40 grams or something like that. It's super
Wow.
light.
Would you consider? I mean, do you think how hard would it be to put a sapphire crystal on that?
Probably not that hard,
Not it.
right? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
you just got to find the right diameter.
Yeah. Yeah. Would that be something you consider just to like even make it?
Nah,
No. No. Okay. Okay.
nah,
Not worth
because
it.
putting the labor cost and
Yeah.
the crystal will cost more
It's
than the
more than
watch. That's just
watch. Yeah.
silly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's just silly.
Steve's saying that the Mad One is under the radar watch. Man, Dan is like a sniper, lies in wait for his target for sure. Absolutely. Caliber is 322 days purchase free. Wow.
Mm.
We got to fix that.
Caliber, are you just waiting now for the right watch, or are you gonna try to like hold out as like what's more important, the day count or finding the right watch? Um, Lies all lies. He buys nothing for the rest of the year. I pay him a bean. In Boston, that a bean means $100. So just so
That
you
Gauntlet
sounds
guys
has
good to
been
me.
thrown.
That
know.
sounds good to me.
Um, James saying I would get a 39 millimeter BNR if I wasn't going for two upcoming Japanese hype watches. Okay. All right. Let us know what those are, please. You probably have
Yeah.
already. I just totally forget. uh, uh, okay, let's kind of see what Oman is saying. The point of order, is Dan married? Does he truly understand the full range of consequences we face when employing ridiculous watch buying logic? Oil money is starting to push the conversation for sure. Um, Caliber has 25 of those watches. They are like new when you wear them that often. That's true. That's true. Yeah. So I've had an interesting week as well. I I think like last week or a week ago, I was saying I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm gonna sit out for the rest of the year. And like that, like I should just do you should I stop making these proclamations or should I just continue making these proclamations? I think it's probably funnier for everybody that I still make them because I always break them. But at the same time, like I feel like a little bit like I'm the boy who cried wolf. But anyway, so uh, I saw the Seiko. I saw the Sakura. Sakura was the nail in the coffin. It was the death of me, right? It was just like as soon as I saw that, I was like, at this price, I was like, oh, I gotta do this. And so I enjoy the ease of seeing a watch that I like, ordering it, and then getting it relatively quickly, right? As opposed to waiting for something and sitting on the sidelines. And so I'm really enjoying this watch. I'm really enjoying it. So much so that there was another Seiko on Sakura that I purchased. I'm waiting for. Um, and then there was another Seiko somewhere else that I also purchased yeah, recently. So I have two
And then
more.
right before the stream started,
Well, okay. So look, so there was this Citizen that I was interested in, right? And maybe some of you guys are like, ah, Citizen, whatever. But no, no, no. This is like a really let me I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up because it's a really special watch. It is not the kind of Citizen what they sell us here in the United States. Citizen, it's not what they sell.
citizens,
Yeah,
citizens.
they should. It's not what they sell in Japan, right? They have a little bit more. I guess maybe Citizens more respected, maybe, or maybe more sought after in in Japan than here in the States. I mean, I think it's fairly popular here in the States. Anyway, so there was this watch here, and what attracts me about this watch, there's a lot of things, right? Um, I think it's like, look, if you want like luxury quartz watch, right? We all think Grand Seiko first, right? Um, and I wanted something different than a Grand Seiko. I want something that not everybody has. And so this watch here, it's solar quartz. It's plus minus 5 seconds a year accurate, right? It's titanium case and bracelet. It's got a beautiful dial. The polish on these things, like this render doesn't do it justice, but it's like almost like that. It looks like that Sriracha polishing that you'll see on the Grand Seiko. And it's a perpetual calendar. Like that date is 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 going to be accurate till the year 2100, right? So it's going to figure out the leap year for you. It's going to do that. It's going to go from the 28th of February to the 1st, or the 29th February to the 1st. And for that price of 2151,
Yeah.
all that, um, it's just a great price, right? And so I did put an order. My money got refunded because they told me that there was a defect in the watch, and they didn't have any other in stock, so they sent my money back, and I was kind of bummed. I really was bummed about it. And so I was searching through eBay today, right? And I saw somebody also was selling it, but it was at a higher price, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just hold out for Sakura. So to come on the Sakura website now, eBay is also giving you a 10% coupon, right? So that helped a little bit, but still was cheaper by a couple $100 on Sakura. So it was 2,700 on eBay. I sent them an offer, even though there was no make it offer button. I just emailed the seller and gave them an offer, and they came back like $30 more than what I offered them. So it was a no brainer. And plus, I was able to apply the coupon, and it came out to like the same price of this, with shipping tacked on this one. So so I pulled the trigger. So now I got that coming
Nice.
in.
Oh, so the
Man.
coupon did work?
The coupon did work. Yeah,
How much did the coupon take off?
10%.
Oh, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, so another 200 something bucks, right? And so
that's actually better though, because actually no, it's about the same, right? Yeah,
so this plus the shipping,
yeah,
it's
it's about the same.
so
Yeah,
it's about the same. So I paid like maybe
yeah,
$20 more than I would have paid if I
yeah,
went to the Sakura,
yeah. But you'll have it in
but I'll
like
get it.
a week. You'll give it a
Yeah,
week. Yeah.
yeah. So so it's been quite a week. Um, I'm gonna get those Seikos in. I'm gonna see how I feel about them. You know what I mean? Like I may not keep all of them. Maybe sell one. Um, I'm really excited about this Citizen. I think it's going to be a beautiful dressy piece, and dressy sporty,
Yeah.
and the accuracy, the titanium, the polishing. Um, it's just I'm jazzed. I'm really really jazzed. Chaz, what do you think of this madness that you're seeing here this evening?
Well, I don't, you guys have real problems. That's the way I see it. No, yeah, we we all go through these. I found in my own personal experience, if I've gone quite a while without buying a watch, it's easier for me not to buy a watch. But
Mm-hmm.
like once I
Yeah.
buy one, it's
Mm-hmm.
really easy to buy another one. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yep.
it's just you get in that. It is that that kind of rush of getting a new one, and so you know they do tend to go in kind of threes.
Yeah,
So
or fours.
or fours or cheaper by the dozen.
Yeah.
Um, but it's fun to watch. Fun to watch. I love I love Seiko. I love Citizen. I'm a big fan of Citizen watches. So I'm very excited to see this one, and somebody get it in person that I
Yeah.
know, to see how it compares. Because that's really, if you think about everything that watch is offering, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, that's dib kind of deal right there.
Oh yeah, I agree. Dib, do you agree? Yes. Yes, he does. That's a good deal. Thanks, Dib. Um, yeah, look, and at the end of the day, like I'm not saying that this is like peanuts, right? But this is still a lot less than like the Tudor uh, diet root beer that I want to get, right? Eventually,
Right,
like
right,
I
right.
still spent way less than that, like half of that, a little bit more than half of that. And so like if I make a mistake here, I'm losing maybe like $100 or $200 the most, um, as opposed to maybe 1,000 or a couple thousand. You know what I mean? So um, anyway, yeah. So look,
I want to, since we're on Citizen, can you bring up AQ6101?
AQ 6101.
6101. Yeah, I really like this.
Okay.
This is their
Let me get.
caliber 100, which is 1 second a year accurate.
Oh yeah, this one right here.
This
Ooh,
is
are you kidding
gorgeous.
me?
This is gorgeous.
Wow.
90-piece
Yeah,
limited
that
edition.
Phew.
Share your screens. No one
Oh,
else can see
sorry,
it.
sorry.
Yeah, you're enjoying it, but we're
No
gonna.
one else can see it.
Oh, trust me, guys, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, there it is. Oh man, that is a beauty. Look at that dial.
Yeah, and that's platinum, like they painted on to create that pattern.
Yeah,
This one's pretty pricey though, isn't it?
Brand new was like seven something, but you can find
Yeah,
them for like six brand new, and they only made
beautiful.
90s. So
Yeah,
I mean,
beautiful.
I think there might be three or four advertised online. Um, yeah, so these are gonna go away quick. Um, yeah, 1 second a year, solar powered. You'll pretty much never have to. You just set it and forget it. Like
yeah. I mean,
Yep.
that's cool, man. That's just. I mean, just love that little tech and the high polishing on that watch. Look at those
yeah,
hands.
and
Those are
also
like.
the hour hand
Hmm.
is independently adjustable. So
Oh,
if you're traveling or if you need to adjust for daylight savings, you don't
yeah.
have to reset the
Right.
time. It's great.
Kevin's saying that the nice manager at the Citizen store in New York, NYC, he is trying to get more higher end Citizen in his store, but fights with Citizen corporate in Japan. Yeah, I guess maybe they just want to keep it in Japan, right? Brian is saying, I thought my first GS was the most perfect GS, and buying any more would just be a disappointment in comparison. Uh, Watches by the pound. Oil Money saying, I'm a big fan of Citizen watches, said for the first time ever. Is Sakura the Costco of Japan? Well, I think this. I don't know. Do they sell other things other than watches? I mean, I didn't get that far. If they did, I just didn't. I, don't- you know, I didn't get that far down the Sakura rabbit hole. But I think they just sell watches. Um, Dow Jones. My first dress watch was a Citizen Rolex President homage. Bought it on bought it on time at a
Nice.
jewelry store to build my credit. Pales in comparison to what our employers lose every day while we serve it away watches. Okay. Hush, 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 hush.
Shh.
Shh. The golden chicken. Yeah, there's the golden chicken.
Yep.
Apparently Bobby's generation. All right. Okay. Sorry, I didn't share. I made a mistake. All right. All right. Uh, is our friend Jesus got one of these? If our friend Jesus got one of these, would we call him senior citizen? Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Um. So the kind of logic that got me here is basically kind of like what I want to talk about tonight, and how we are. Well, how I okay, I'll just speak for myself. How I am delusional uh, in my thinking when it comes to the hobby, and it's definitely it's more it goes deeper than that, right? Because yes, I like watch collecting. Yes, I love watches, and I love shopping for watches, and I love a good deal if I could see it or get it. I like to get the watches that are maybe not the easiest to find or get either. um, but is it that, or is it that there's something deep down inside of me filling a hole, right? That I'm trying to do with the purchasing of watches. I don't think so. I think I just like the action, right? I can live in two worlds, liking the action of buying and selling, and then also of watch collecting. But telling myself, right, that I'm not going to buy another watch for a while. I'm going to sit it out. Market is trending downwards. It's just, and then the next day going and getting a few Seikos and a Citizen. It's bananas. It's crazy, and I don't think I'm the only one, but there's a whole lot of more healthier people out there than I am, especially with watch collecting. So where do you see yourself, Chaz? Do you see yourself as the um, you are delusional like I am? Are you more rooted on earth? Are you a better person than me? It's okay to say it if you think it,
Oh
because I
man,
think you are.
I feel like I'm in my wife kind of would reinforce this if she were sitting in on this stream, but I feel like I'm basically still like a 12-year-old boy
Yeah.
who likes to go down to the drugstore and get a new Hot Wheels car. You know,
Hmm.
I mean,
I used to do that too.
there's, yeah, I mean, that was, that was a big deal. And
Hmm.
we like new things. We like shiny things. We like, we just like toys and, we've got a little more expensive toys. Um, but, I think a lot of it has to do. I remember I've heard you say you want to have a collection one day. When you get toward the end, you can look at it and be proud of it. And I admire that. And I kind of thought I'm kind of the other way around. I want to have fun up until I get to the point when I don't remember much about what's going on, and I don't want to leave a. I want my kids to have a watch, something that belonged to me that they maybe, but I don't want to leave a big watch collection for my kids because I know what's going to happen. There's going to be a big yard sale and those things are going to be sold. So, I'd like to sell this stuff off when I get at a certain point, uh, you know, and so I just want to enjoy it till I get
Mm.
there. And, I'm not going to have any use for it.
Yeah.
And, I'm not going to take any of it with me. So I just want to have fun along the way. And it's
Hmm.
fun to buy watches. And if you can find a category where you can afford it, where you can get watches that are not maybe super expensive, I
Hmm.
still enjoy, I've got some, nice watches, but I still enjoy a good Seiko, you know.
Yeah.
Um, I there's watches that are not all that expensive. I mean, relatively speaking, that I still enjoy getting. So
Hmm.
I think being able to get something every now and then instead of like waiting for one or two huge,
Hmm.
expensive watches a year, that wouldn't be as fun for me.
Mm.
But being able to, pick something out here and there, I don't, I've gone in sprees like you guys have been on in the last couple of weeks, but if I can get something here and there, I'm happy.
Mm.
Kind of keeps the momentum going for me.
Yeah. Dan, I feel like you're more like this is not such a stressful thing for you
No,
like it is for me.
no. You got to remind yourself you can't have them all.
Yeah.
No matter how many you
Mm.
get, you'll
Hmm.
never like. I've come to realize I can enjoy and appreciate without owning, and
Hmm.
that's not something everyone gets to.
Hmm.
The the only way you're going to be able to enjoy the hobby, where like in your ideal situation, would be to cut yourself off. If you have to cut yourself off from all the new releases, you have to cut yourself off from the news, you have to cut yourself off from chatting with watch guys every single day. If you did that, then you would have no problem getting, one or two Rolex a year. Um,
I can't
but
quit you guys though. That's the thing.
yeah, that's the thing. Like if you're in this, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be, like minimum like one a month, I would think, but
Yeah. Yeah.
they can be shitters, and that's
Mm.
fine, and you can still enjoy them.
Yeah.
Um, that's the hard part. I mean, like there was at one point where I was like, I want one chronograph, I
Mm.
want one dress watch, I want one dive watch, I want one field watch, I want one pilot's watch. I want one of everything, and then I was just like, why? Like, and I'm just filling categories for watches that I don't even like.
Hmm.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that sounds all awesome. I'm just not. I mean, I'm not there yet, and maybe I'll get there. Maybe I won't. Maybe I just wanna. I put too much pressure on myself to put myself in this box of where I think I should be, and realize that it's just completely fluid. It always
Yeah.
changes, and that's okay. It just go with the flow. Going back to Chaz,
You're a bird, you gotta fly. You're a
I
bird,
do,
you gotta fly.
I do, and now with my Citizen with the chicken on it, maybe I
There
can.
you go.
Um, and maybe that's why I like that watch so much. But Chaz, you mentioned how I have mentioned that I'd want a collection that I could look back and be proud of. And and I think I like the fantasy of that, of the idea, and but the practicality of it just may not really actually be the reality, right? I mean, like, I mean, it just may not be real for me. So, like Ben
Well,
Clymer.
let me say one thing about that before you go on it.
Mm.
The only problem with that is you have to wait to the very end to get that to get that satisfaction.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. No, no.
and
Well,
you
okay.
don't.
So
Yeah, I
let
mean,
me.
you are collecting along the way, but
Mhm.
um, if it's just to get to the end and look back, that's one goal, but
Yeah.
it's way out there.
Well, I think that's a
Hopefully it's
cherry
so.
on the top.
Yeah, yeah.
Let
I
me
get what you're
clarify.
saying.
Let me clarify. Yeah, I think that's just the cherry on top. I mean, the
I
journey is
see what you're saying.
always the
Yeah,
fun part, right?
yeah. That's
But
what I want. Yeah.
speaking to that, I mean, like, I don't know if you guys caught Ben Clymer, a Hodinky video. He did a collection review with this guy Patrick Getreed or whatever. I'm not sure what his name is. And he's got all these. They just, it was like a big table of watches, most of them Patek. The guy has so many crazy watches. He had his own curator with him there, like the curates just his collection, right? And so like I was like thinking to myself, that's not that. I'm not saying that I want to collect all Patek, but getting to a point where like I have like all these watches that I've collected over the years, and the idea of that, I romanticize that, and I'm like, that's appealing to me, but I
That's
just
totally not
come.
appealing to me.
Well, I'm coming to the
I'm the opposite.
conclusion that while it's still kind of appealing to me, that it's not who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Um, let's catch up to the chat real quick.
Like if I have more than 10 like good watches, I'd
Mm.
be so stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, so then here, but here's where I think I'm kind of landing on for today, right? That I can have several great iconic watches, but then I could have a maybe like a couple of Seiko divers, of course, and a
Hmm.
citizen here and there, and
Hmm.
a
Hmm.
Zen or whatever. Like they don't all have to be home
Right.
runs, right? They don't have to be
Yeah.
5K plus, right? Which I can't is it's not sustainable by me anyway. Like what am I thinking,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Or at least it's not where I prefer to put all my money in. Um, but let's catch up with the chat. So Christian saying, at Bobby Legs, what did place uh, in your collection does the Citizen fill? How much wrist time do you anticipate after the honeymoon? I've always wanted to add like a high end, quartz type piece to the collection, very similar to GS, but not GS. I'm looking for like a dressier piece. This is kind of like a dressy, sporty piece. It's got titanium, which is something that I wanted to also add to the collection.
Grab
Um,
and go.
grab and go. Yeah, probably hacks. Probably hacks.
Probably
Uh,
hacks.
and perpetual calendar, and I mean, like, so like it's got a lot of cool. If anything, I like a lot of tech in my watches, right? That's why I'm
Yeah.
attracted to a lot of the German watches, right? Because they have that tech like Zen does and Damasco and whatnot. Even though I only have one, anyway, German watch in the collection now, but I like that, and so that kind of thing, like, that having that kind of features really appeal to me. Um, let's see here. Okay, so sorry guys, I'm gonna do some catching up here because I'm sure a lot was said. Holy cow. Okay. If you buy knowing you will flip in a few months, it's fine as long as you try to get a good deal and not lose too much.
Yep.
It's the price of a hobby. Um, Bobby is talking about filling holes. Then the chat got quiet again. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Bobby's got Misty. Okay. Logic for Bobby's actually schizophrenia. What happened to Rolex? I still want so the door is always open for when I get a call for Rolex. I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, there's just so many layers to this brownie. You know what I mean? Like,
But that could be a year or more
right,
sometimes
right. So like,
between.
right, exactly. And so that's why like why put myself, like, if I want to play around with some watches, why put that restriction on me to hold out until I get a call from Rolex? In the meantime, let me enjoy myself. If I do get the call, I can, and I feel like, yeah, I got too much invested in watches. I'll sell some of these pieces to recoup some money. You know, um, we like getting trophies every single day. That's true. BJ saying I never buy a watch unless I intend to have it for the rest of my life. Man, that's awesome, BJ. That's how I justify the purchase. Few things will last a lifetime: cars, electronics, etc. Man, yeah, I would love. I go in. Most of my watch purchases go in with that intention. It just doesn't work out for me.
No.
Um,
I gave up on that goal.
Yeah.
I've
No.
I've got the only watches I consider to be absolutely lifelong are watches that belong to my dad or my grandfather.
yeah,
Um, I try
yeah,
not to get. I mean, there's some I think probably will be around, but in a year from now, that may be totally different. So I
The only
reserve the
thing
right
that's
to
a
change.
absolute. The only thing that's an absolute keeper is my first. That's it.
yeah,
Everything else. Everything has
yeah,
a price.
yeah, yeah. I think my first luxury, my GP is probably, and my sub are two of the only real keepers in the collection. If gun to head, you know what I mean. Like if I had to make a choice. Oil Money is agreeing with Christian. He thought it was a great question. And how long after Mrs. Legs sees it does she cut off the sweet loving relations and cookies? Well, you always have to go. You have to roll the dice, I guess.
It's always a
Um,
risk.
it's always a risk. There's always a risk of that, no matter if it's watches or anything else. There's always a risk.
Yeah,
Hey, Chris is here. How you doing? He is enjoying the Reverso tonight. Wearing that. That's awesome.
nice.
Neff is saying, all I keep telling myself is that this is cheaper than getting into boating. It's true. It's true.
Yep, yep.
Um, oh man, when I used to party, like the amount of money I would spend on a Friday, Saturday night, it's just bananas. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm still ahead of the game. Just watch collecting. You know what I mean? Thank God I'm a little bit older and I don't need to do that stuff anymore. But man, all the money I used to blow going out, forget it. Um, So I hear you. Um, Brian is saying I bought a good watch in 2016. Then I quit looking for at watches for several years. Lately, I have been on a binge, but I exercise some wants. I'm done, really. Okay. Um, buy a watch. You only live once. Great deal. Be happy. Thanks, Deb.
I
Um,
like Dibs. I like Dibs. I
yeah.
like his his uh his philosophies ring true with me.
Big Risk is saying the Chaz makes a great point. I am older than all of you and need to really think about what happens when it's all over. Much to ponder. Well, come on, Big Risk. You can, you know.
Just add me to your will. That's fine.
Yeah. Big Risk has got some cool watches, man. He's got some Tudors and some of his Rolex there. He's got I like Big Risk's collection a lot. If you have a chance, if you haven't checked out his channel, please do. Um, Kevin S is saying around here, guys buy with the thought of holding long term and then flip it in a few weeks. Oh, there's a lot of truth to that. Okay, everybody's getting a Rolex this year. Okay. One rush to rule them all. Highlander collecting strategy. Highlander, yeah, I love Highlander. I love the movie. The other Highlanders, the sequels weren't that great, but the original, great soundtrack. Queen, did
Highlander. It won an Academy Award, didn't it?
yeah, I think
For the greatest
for,
movie of all time.
for the greatest movie.
I think so. Pretty sure.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. Good movie. Very good movie. Enjoy it. It doesn't really hold up too much though. Like like the 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds, and when they see it, they're like
Yeah,
you have to be over 45 to enjoy that.
yeah.
Spread your wings, Bobby Legs. Oh, thanks, man. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Um, Kevin S. Hannibal Lecter said it best. We begin to covet by coveting what we see every day. Oh man, that just made me a little depressed. Canadian Mug. Hey, Bobby. Thank you. What's up, buddy? Um, James, I guess he's responding to that Hodinkee video. Those paddocks are amazing, but I found the collection very boring.
I didn't even
Okay.
finish it. I watched like the first
So did I.
couple minutes and I just
Yeah,
shut it down because it was just
yeah.
like whatever.
It's almost like Fantasyland, right? It's just like it's just
Yeah.
like
I would be more interested if I was actually there, but the video was
right.
just one.
Uh, the last thing I want as a curator, it's like putting training wheels on your watch collecting. Eh.
Yeah.
Um, Kevin
Well,
S is saying,
isn't he gonna tell you like what to get also? Like if you have a
yeah, right.
curator,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I guess so
Which
because
would
like if you,
defeat the whole purpose.
yeah, yeah, like if you have if he sees like a pattern in your collecting, it's like, oh, then the logical step is to go get the same one in rose gold because you have it in yellow gold and white gold or some shit. Kevin S. Steve Pulverant said it well. Sometimes ownership is overrated. We don't necessarily need to own all the watches we see and like. That's true, and that's one of the luxuries of having my own YouTube channel, right? Is that people send in watches, and I get to enjoy them for a few days. And like recently, I had that Doxa ceramic, the Doxa Army, great watch, limited edition, 1 of 100. I probably wouldn't have bought it anyway, but man, and that's just me. I mean, like I just like Doxa is not on my top list of watches to get, but that watch was awesome to experience. It's such a cool watch, and
Yeah.
you know I love Doxa. I love when they come into the channel and I get to review them. Um, we had a guy in the office today, 15 million collection. Crazy. Wow,
Wow.
that's bananas. Um, StreamYard just skipped on me.
Depends if he has a lot of shitters or if he has a lot of heavy
R-
hitters.
Right. That's true. That's a good point. Bobby, I will gladly be your personal collection curator for modest retainer of 6 figures a year. uh, I could give you 6 Star Wars figures. Um, what number does everyone think is too many watches? Always a great question. Obviously, it's personal choice. I have gone back and forth. At one point, about a year and a half ago, I had about maybe 11 or 12 watches, and I thought I had, and I felt really good. I was like, I'm digging this. Now, there have been other times when I've had 8 watches and I've been so stressed out about them because I'm not wearing them all and I'm not
Yeah.
really enjoying. So I think it depends. Well, for me, it depends on do I like all the watches that I have in the collection.
Hmm.
I ended up blowing it up anyway because I wanted to sub. But so like, how much did I really like them? But I did, and I felt like some contentment for a while. Do you guys even worry about? Dan, you don't worry about a number, I bet.
No, I do. Like I think
No, you do.
for me, for nice watches, maybe between 5 and 8 nice watches. But as far as shitters, it's unlimited.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm more like Dan on that regard. I've got a primary box that holds 8 watches. Um, I think it's 8. It may be 10.
Yeah.
Um, but if I can keep that if it gets more than that, I get a little, you know,
Yeah.
I can't wear that many regularly, and I don't want to have
Right.
a lot of money tied up in watches I don't
Hmm.
wear.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Gotcha.
that's kind of the way. But like G-Shocks, I've got several of those that,
Hmm.
uh, a Seiko here and there. So
Yeah.
that's just fun watches for me.
Canadian Watch Monkey saying 3 affordable icons: Hamilton, Khaki Field, Oris, Aquas, and Seiko SKX. Great combination of watches there.
Yeah.
Oil Money saying 5K watches are perfectly sustainable. You just have to commit to a lifetime of taking the bus, getting your entertainment with a library card, and enjoying a steady diet of ramen. Putting it in perspective, thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Wow, the time has flown. Holy cow. That was it's fun so far, of course. I used to spend Seiko money every weekend. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
you did.
Right.
Yeah, you did, James.
Very easy.
Very easily.
Yeah,
At
very easy.
the end of the day, they're just things. But what you like, so buy what you like, sell what you don't, and rinse and repeat. Yeah. Kevin S. saying John Mayer said his watch collection represents all the drugs he never did. Highlander is the
Yeah.
Submariner movies. Uh, uh,
I think you went backwards,
who?
like on the StreamYard. Like you think you jumped.
Oh yeah, I probably
You're
did.
like way. You're like way behind now.
It skips a lot. I'm over 40 total again with 9 in a rotation. That says 955 on it, so um,
No, now you're up. Now you're up to date.
I'm at the speed.
Yeah.
Respectively late, my 220 plus collection is being culled to around 100 to allow the purchase of some grails and keep my most worn. That is awesome, man. That is
Yeah.
awesome, ma'am or lady. I'm not sure, um, but that like I would love to be there and that spot, but I don't know how. I think my wife would
No.
divorce me.
But then it's like when you get that high, it's like how do you choose which ones to keep? It's no,
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. That's where
I
you
don't
bring
want
in
to
the
get that
curator.
high because then it gets a pain in the ass to strip it down.
Hmm.
I'd rather keep it smaller numbers and start doing like one in, one out.
Yeah. Guys, we're pushing at 10 o'clock. Any last words? Any final thoughts? You know, help me out here because I think I'm crazy.
No, no, you're not crazy. I think
No.
what I would say to people is whatever they, find joy in it. That's the thing.
Yeah,
There's so much of life that's joyless.
good point.
It's just and find joy in it. If you can't have fun with this, find a hobby you can have fun with. I've said many times if watches start stressing me out, I'm going to get a new hobby um, because I do this for fun. It's just pure fun. I've made good friends. Uh, just enjoy it, and that's going to be different. Some people can buy more expensive watches. They can buy more of them, and that's
Hmm.
fun for them. I applaud that. Go for it.
Hmm.
Um, but don't feel bad if you can only pick up a watch here and there, or maybe can only get a Seiko or Zen. Those are great watches too. Just have fun.
Yeah. Dan, any last words?
Um, I would say a good strategy right now is buy used. Because you're not going to take a big hit because you're buying so low, and even if the market continues to go down, you're not going to lose your shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. Well, chat, thanks for the participation today. We had a great turnout tonight. Um, love to see all you guys on here, and I really enjoyed. This is like one of the best nights of the week for me. I really appreciate it. And Dan, thank you as always. Chaz, my friend, thank you so much for
Thanks,
coming on
Rob.
tonight. And
Yeah.
everyone, have a good night, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Take care.
Thanks, guys.